and welcome back to Let's Play Super Smash Bros. Melee with me, Marth. In the last episode, we cleared up Classic Mode with a lot of people. Let's see, Ness, Fox, Valko, Ganondorf, and Captain Valken. And in this episode, we're going to finish it up with DK, Peach, Yoshi, Bowser, and hopefully one other character. Young Link, probably. But we should be able to get the character that I really wanted to get unlocked in this episode. So that would be nice. Wobbuffet. This piece of Wobbuffet! Stop it! He wasn't even doing damage. My damage percentage is still 0. Ooh, that's gotta hurt. A combination of Scizor and a barrel to the face. But hey, if anybody's gonna be throwing barrels, it's gonna be Donkey Kong, man. There was a guy on, what's it called? Wipeout. It's a show that they have where a whole bunch of people basically... Ouch! A lot of people go through this insane obstacle course and do a whole bunch of wipeouts, and there was a guy that was a video game enthusiast, and his last name was actually Kong. It's like, I wonder what his favorite character in video games is. Donkey Kong probably has the easiest target test ever. Like, seriously, none of them are suicide targets. They're all out in the open. There's nothing hard about this. I thought they were up there, but I didn't know if both of them were. See, nothing... Oh, wait. Did I miss one? Oh, well, yeah, but that one's still easy to get. See? They're all easy. Like, his 64 one was a lot more difficult. I mean, even the 64 target test for him wasn't hard, but it was harder than that. Get me off this Forsaken stage. Forsaken Fortress. That would have been a cool addition. Like, make a Forsaken Fortress stage, or at least the background for it would be pretty awesome. Have the pirate ship stage, make them go off into the Forsaken Fortress. That would have been really cool. I just now thought of that. That would have been really dang cool. What do we got? We got a Goldeen. A Bonsai Bill. Which I hit the wrong way. And whatever that is. Oh, a Scizor. I couldn't tell what it was. Oh. Well, Goldeen's a useless Pokemon anyway, especially in this game. Seaking's pretty good, like in the actual Pokemon series, but or at least what I've heard. I don't use Seaking, so. No damage! Aw, I was gonna pick that up and eat it. But he picked up the gun. I just want to hear him go, ooh, sounds like they're throwing up. So that's funny. Alright, race to finish. And we have 43 seconds, so I guess Ganondorf is slower than DK. Oh wow, DK actually moves pretty fast. I didn't realize that. DK is actually pretty good for an event match later on. But I'd still recommend Yoshi for it, but we'll get to that when we get to that. I'll bet it's probably unlocked, because I think Young Link was the character you had to unlock to get to the next one. Because there's a mission where you've got to beat, either Young Link is Link or Link is Young Link, but I'm pretty sure you have to beat Link while you're Young Link, I think. Alright, well fine, we'll just finish there. I probably could not have made it to the next one though. Probably would have hit the acid, messed myself up. Lava, or whatever you want to call that. Yeah, DK still has the throw where he puts you on his back, but that's his forward throw, not his backward throw. And I didn't want to use that one anyway, so. Alright, let's do it. Jeez, dude, do you have to go for the grabbing move? I was supposed to say, would you stop going for the grabbing move, dude? So that's actually a really good attack to use on him right here, is up B. That would have been a really cool kill right there. Monkey Fist! Yeah, Master Hand's pretty lame at 150 HP. I mean, we're taking him out in roughly 30 seconds each time. That one was a little bit over, but, you know, still. And like I said, they made it even easier to kill him in Brawl. You can kill him in like 10 seconds. It's just amazing how much he got nerfed. It's ridiculous. So he was actually a pretty decent threat in the original game. Now he's kind of and then in Brawl, he's like a complete joke. Like, jeez, what happened to the original boss, man? He got so easy to kill. I mean, they kind of had this whole thing behind Subspace saying Taboo was stronger than Master Hand and all that, but jeez. Still. Where are they going? I'm down here. I don't know what they were doing. I've actually seen them die by going so far up that they just went into the background and died, though. I have seen that. I don't know why in the world that happened, but it did. I got your back. Oh, you didn't have to jump over that. It wasn't aimed at you. I think we've already done Yoshi's Break the Targets, but his is really easy as well. This one's kind of strange to get, because you have to angle it just right. But that's the only slightly difficult one. Even then, you can just throw an egg at it using up B and probably get it. This one's pretty annoying right here, because you can't go down through the logs, but you can go up through them. So I recommend jumping and kind of letting yourself fall a little bit, and then using your second jump, and then just using backwards A or forwards A to get that target. Make sure that's the last one you get, though, just in case you can't make the jump back. And you're wondering, and geez, Delta, you're wondering why this is only taking 7 minutes with fights like those. And now Valko's on our team, which is kind of funny. Wow, that was just sad. Something I forgot to mention, which is it's probably too late now if you're playing this along with me. If you start a new file and you go to the trophies section, which is like bonus stuff or whatever, and that was, by the way, Blood Valken, Bonsai Bill, and something else. If you go to the trophies, you'll automatically get a trophy for free. You know, just a random trophy. That's funny, wasn't I facing Yoshi when I was Donkey Kong? Get back over here. Coward! Jeez, why'd that take so long? Because I was juggling him, that's probably why. Should have just thrown him. Oh well. What's done is done, I suppose. Jeez, teams are so stupid on those levels. I know I keep saying that, but that just proves it right there, stuff like that. Grab that Star U Pokemon series for those of you that don't know. I mean, I can't assume that all of you have played the Zelda series, or all of you have played the Pokemon series, etc. Pretty sure everybody's played at least one game in the Mario series, though. Everyone knows who Mario is, pretty much. I should have done better, but oh well. Because like I said, I can reach the goal as Yoshi, but I messed that middle part up with the acid lava stuff. Metal Zelda. Interesting. I don't think I've ever faced Metal Zelda before. Bye. Oh, you're persistent, are you? Oh, well, that's right. She's got a magical recovery. It's not a regular one, so it might be a little harder to get rid of her. There we go. She won't recover from that. And Yoshi can make this really easy because, like the sandbag, you can do this. Provided he doesn't start an attack halfway through. Why didn't you grab onto the ledge, Yoshi? You just use down A in the air and it will do somewhere, depending on how much you hit, somewhere between 20 and 40 damage each time. It's easy to execute. You can just use your second jump if he knocks you off the stage. So that's a pretty good strategy right there for killing Master Hand with Yoshi. But I still don't think Master Hand's that much of a threat, so... Good old Yoshi banjo music. Over 50 trophies, you get the Yoshi trophy. Very nice. Over 50 isn't really that much of an accomplishment in this game, though, I'm telling you right now. Alright, Peach. Let's do this. Like I said, I used to be really good with Peach, so let's see if I can prove my worth with Peach. Where's Falco going? Get back over here. Alright, I forgot her down smash is pretty useless. Oh hey, a red shell. Whee! Yeah, Peach can float if you hold down the X or Y. That was one of her ability in Super Mario Bros. 2. She could hold down. She could float if you held down the jump button for about 1.5 seconds. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it actually was very useful. The first character I beat that game with was actually Peach. Stupid bomb. Bombs! Why would you do this to me? Jeez, what the heck? Bombs everywhere. I don't think any of the actual enemies hit me, it was just bombs. I used to wonder why that side attack right there was so strong. If you pause it and zoom in, you'll actually realize that Peach is using her crown to attack, so that's why it's so strong. So if I can... Oh, well, no, I can't zoom in on target test. What's really interesting about her attacks is that one attack, the down B with the turnips. Depending on the turnip's head, it'll do a certain amount of damage. Like, there's one turnip that'll do a whole bunch of damage, also known as the Satan turnip. Alright, Dr. Mario. Peach would never hurt Mario, but Dr. Mario, that's a completely different story. That should have hit you, man. Ooh. That's gotta hurt. Doh! It's always Giant Link, jeez. Not Giant Mario. Yeah, I took a little bit of damage, but I knew that was going to hit, so... His spin attack has very little knockback if it's in the air, so that's why. I was going to say recoil, but same thing. That's Daisy, and it almost went into the trophy thing by itself. Paula, and then another Starman. Geez, they just dropped down, like, all in the exact same spot. That was really easy. Oh, Brandon's gonna kill me for this. And I think depending on what her side smash is, like she can pull out a frying pan, a golf club, or a tennis racket. Depending on which one she gets, it'll do different things. Like the frying pan is more upwards, it'll send him upwards more. The tennis racket will send him to the side more. And the golf club is more of the in-between area. See right there, she's using her crown to attack. Just thought that was a little interesting thing to show. Why can I not kill this one? Get out of here. Death by parasol. Peach is okay at race to the finish. She is a little slow, but that floating ability really comes in handy. Provided you know how to activate it whenever you want to and not by accident. Then it's just a nuisance. But if you're good at activating it, then it shouldn't be a problem. She also is pretty light, so she can stay at, like, she gets a better jump than a lot of characters do. See what I mean about the floating being helpful? So that's why it's pretty easy with Peach. Like, see that countdown for 5, 4, 3, 2 barely activated when she got to the end. Most characters it will activate. Alright, fine. Whatever. Just beat up the other one while I kill that one. I know it sounds like I'm not having fun, like I'm like, next, next, next. But I actually am having fun. It's fun to whack them across the stage. See, violence is fine as long as you're not actually hurting anybody. That's what virtual violence is for. Just don't apply it in real life. I air dodged. What the heck, man? Death turnip! Actually, I don't think that was the death turnip. That was the Chinese turnip, as I call it. Which I'm sure is very racist, but, you know, it's got the squinty eyes. That's not really racist, it's just something you can recognize people like that by. Which is probably not the best thing to say, but whatever. Let's not get into a racial or anything like that. Racial or... What's the other one I'm looking... Well, no, that is racial. I was going to say something really stupid right there, but I'm glad I didn't. What is with the little thingamajig? I was being off target. Whatever. Congratulations! The Peach Trophy, wonderful. And I just realized I'm going to have to beat a really, really good character with Bowser. That's going to not be very good. This is going to work out as well as I'd like. I'm not bad with Bowser, I'm just not good with him either. Pokeball down there, I'm gonna guess. Nope. Bowser is very, very stiff. And it's Mario in the Wario outfit. How ironic. Beating up the princesses. Should have been Bowser and Link versus Peach and Mario. Not Peach and Mario, Peach and Zelda. Starman! I don't need it. Yeah, you get him, Mario. You tell him. Ouch. That probably didn't feel too good. Bowser's break the targets would be good if he wasn't stiff, but he's a stiff character. What I mean by stiff is he just doesn't flow well. Like, some of the characters flow really well. He's just not one of those characters. Which is why I like Fox and Peach, because they flow really well, but Bowser just does not. See how he kind of like gets stuck on the top of everything. He just... ugh. There's no other word I can have for it. He's just stiff. Fortunately, his target test isn't too bad. If you remember to dodge that little spinning thing, just use a side dodge by shielding and hitting left or right. Yeah, the one thing that I don't like about this level is the fact that you can make them hit the top of that and it'll send them down really fast, so it's pretty easy to get kills right there. Whoa, Mario just got destroyed by Peach's side B right there. Her side B isn't very good in Brawl, but here it's fantastic. You can get a lot of really good air combos with Peach. That's probably one of the reasons that I think she's a good character in this game. Squirtle again. Electrode, another Pokemon. And Cyndaquil, another Pokemon. Though I like Cyndaquil, I especially like Quilava. I mean, Typhlosion's pretty good too, but Quilava is my favorite of those three. Dude. Sorry, there's a limit of one Bowser per stage. And that is not you. Lots of Jigglies and deaths. So many Jigglies. Silly Jigglies. Tricks are for kids. Like falling from the sky. Why are you so stiff of a character, Bowser? Jeez. You know what, let's just end right here, because honestly, I don't want to go through more stiff Bowser running. I gotta say though, the only reason I think Bowser wasn't in the original game, and he didn't appear till this one, is I've noticed that they didn't have villains as playable characters like Bowser or Ganondorf. You could argue DK was a villain because of the first game, but by then I think he was already one of Mario's pals. DK, for me, DK, Jigglypuff, and Falcon were the three characters that didn't seem like they'd be in the first game. And it seemed like Peach or Bowser was more likely. That was stupid. Oh, that was awesome. Did you see that? That was awesome. I didn't think it'd actually work. I just went for it to see if I could hit him, but I didn't think it'd actually work. That was pretty awesome. This upcoming fight's gonna be really difficult for me. Fighting this guy with Bowser, because he is one fast dude, and Bowser is slow. Very, very slow. But it is my favorite character, so I'm glad we're getting him. Or at least favorite reoccurring character. Actually, a lot of the characters I like did not make a comeback for Brawl. But Dr. Mar's not one of those. I actually would have liked to see Young Link come back. But this guy is my favorite character, by far. He's awesome. Marth from Fire Emblem. And he's got the good special. His regular B attack in Brawl is horrible, but in this game it's actually really useful. Go. Pokeball. Be something decent. The Unknown. Very good. Oh, well, I didn't need it. The Unknown basically show up and then they, all of a sudden, they just, I don't even know what you'd call it. They just fly at your enemy, and depending on which unknown symbol it was, because they're like a whole bunch of symbols, A, B, C, D, F, G, all that good stuff, and they fly in a different direction. It's really awkward to explain, but it works pretty well. Okay, now if I have to choose, but, well, actually, no. I'm going to be finishing this up with all the possible characters right now. Actually, no, that's not true, because after I beat it with Marth, we'll get another character. What's the matter? You don't like bombs? Hammer! And a heart container. If there's any items I haven't gone over yet that we've seen, I apologize, but there are a pretty good amount of them, so I'll go over them later. Young Link functions a lot like Link does. There are a few differences, though. He is a lot faster, obviously, because he's younger. Ooh, did you see that combo right there? Ouch. He's also got fire arrows instead of regular ones, which isn't a big difference. But his boomerang and bow don't have very good range. And he can't throw his bombs as far because, you know, not as much muscle. But I think he actually is better than Link. His target test is certainly a lot harder. And for the wall jumping point right here, I'm just moving left and right on the analog stick. I'm not hitting A or anything like that. Right. This one right here that's trapped in here, you might be wondering how do I get this. What you want to do is throw your boomerang and then come down to right here, and that's how you get it. I'm actually going to come back for those other two that are over there in that division symbol thing. Because none of these targets on this level are suicide. That last one, you can make it a suicide, but you don't have to. There we go. But you're supposedly able to throw, like, jump from that platform where the thing was boxed in and throw your boomerang at it, but it's kind of hard to do. Because the boomerang does return, and depending on where you are, it makes the angle change, and that's how you're supposed to get it. But it's really weird, so I just prefer to suicide for it overall. Because it feels weird trying to grab it. I'm trying to pick the chair up, by the way, that I'm leaning on. Well, not leaning on, but I've got my legs on it. Okay, I don't know what Ness just did right there, but I'm sure it was something stupid. Oh, I wanted to shoot him with a gun. Oh well. What we got for some trophy this time? I don't know what accent that was supposed to be. Redead, which is Zelda series. Goldeen, which you've already seen. Didn't mean for that to rhyme. And Snorlax from Pokemon series, which is now dead. Snorlax was known for being a gigantic tank with high HP, high defense. People prefer the, what's the evolved form of Chansey? I'm sure somebody knows. But yeah, now that's the major tank, apparently. A lot of people wonder why Link has his long shot, or not long shot, but hook shot, even though only regular Link was allowed to have it. Majora's Mask, he had that because there was only Young Link, because that's when the timeline split, and Young Link was in Majora's Mask, so Young Link was allowed to have the claw shot then. He just couldn't have it in Ocarina of Time. Spin attack! Yeah! And unlike Link's spin attack on the ground, instead of like knocking them flying like that, I mean, you know, that happened to them because they're weak enemies. It'll trap them in like a vortex-like thing, and It'll just, you know, do a lot of small hits with very little knockback. And I skipped the Electro Trophy because I think we already got it. I might have let it die, but I know we've seen it on the trophy thing, where you can have an opportunity to get the trophies. Nearly messed that up right there. Stupid screensaver. Stop being stupid. I need to set it for longer. I said I'd do that in, I think, the first episode of this or something like that, and I never did. And I could have gone for that last exit, but I chose not to. I don't know why. Honestly, I could have made that. Now here's what I should be doing. There we go. Young Link doesn't have a very good throw, so I mean, it's effective where you use it, but it's not good for like actual sending them flying off the screen like Ness's was. I know it seems like I kind of rely on the boomerang a lot, but I do think that's the best item of his 3 abilities. And you notice how that stab had fire damage right there? If you can actually, like, if you jump and stab and they go up into it as opposed to, like, landing on top of them, if they go up into it, then it'll do a fire stab. It just has fire damage. I don't know if it does more or less damage. I think it's just designed to, like, spike them, which means knock them straight down on the ground. I think that's what it is anyway. Nintendo Laboratory. That's his taunt right there, by the way. With the Young Link Trophy. And next time on Let's Play Super Smash Bros. Melee, we're going to beat Classic with Jigglypuff Marth and the character that we'll also unlock by beating it with Marth. So see you guys then, and hopefully after that we'll get some more event matches unlocked, because we've unlocked a couple characters since then. But anyway, see you guys then. And by the way, you might be seeing a lot of updates of this game, because I keep doing more videos on this, so you're probably going to be seeing this updated more than Super Mario Galaxy. But this game's pretty awesome, so why wouldn't you want to see it? Anyway, see you guys later.